This is a review of the Canon 400mm 5.6 L lens. It's a professional series lens. I've been very happy with this lens. I'll put some pictures in this video to show you what this is capable of. It has a built-in lens hood which pops out and then locks in place. It's a little odd, but I find myself liking it. The one thing is you can't remove the lens cap or put the lens cap on when the hood is extended, but that's to be expected. Before I bought this lens, I was using the standard 70-300 zoom lens. This is a great lens. It's lighter than the 400, it's shorter than the 400. But the quality of the images coming out of the 400, there's no comparison. It's much better quality, which is not surprising since it is an L lens. When looking at this lens, I was also considering the 100-400 L lens, around the same price range, and also gives you the zoom. However, whenever I'm using my 70-300, I've noticed that I'm usually using it at 300. Usually I want more reach rather than less. So I probably don't need the zoom, and it's my understanding that prime lenses, meaning not zoom, so it's fixed at one focal length, are generally sharper and focus faster. So since I don't need the zoom, that's what I went for. This hasn't really been a problem. I mean, there have been a couple instances where the ego is just too close by a little bit, but it's not a big deal, and I'm happy with the lens. I was also comparing this lens to the 70-200 L lens, the 2.8. This lens is about a pound lighter than that, so it doesn't seem like a lot, but it is definitely feels lighter than the 70-200. Again, this lens has no zoom like the 70-200, but that hasn't been a problem for me. I do a lot of wildlife photography. And of course, being 400, you have twice as much reach as the 70-200, so you can get things that much closer. Another thing I noticed moving from the 70-300 lens that I used, the focus on this is better and much faster, which is important when you're shooting a moving object such as a woodpecker or a bald eagle. One final note, this lens does not have image stabilization, which worried me at first, but in practice what I use this for is to shoot moving objects, and so my shutter speed is fast enough anyway that image stabilization wouldn't really help. It would help in keeping on the target a little better, but in terms of the final image, the shutter speeds I'm using it for are fast enough where the image stabilization wouldn't really improve the image. And with that, here are some pictures that I've taken with this lens. Enjoy.